What's going on, guys? I'm just making this video to just kind of, I don't know, I feel like a lot of my videos, and I don't want this to be like a continuous thing, but kind of like a rant almost in a sense. I just wanted to talk specifically about holidays, and just how they've been for me. And I'm really just making this video. I might post it, I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but, I just want to give my perspective on holidays for somebody that kind of struggles through the holiday season. Um, and I'll talk a little bit about why it's hard for me. But yeah. Anyways, so I was reflecting today, and I was thinking about, like, in the past, like when I was a child. And I remember the holidays were my favorite thing to be around, and or just, yeah, like Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, like those were my favorite holidays, because I would get to spend time with my family. I would get to just be in an atmosphere that was full of love and kindness and care. And I feel like over the years, um, I feel like holidays have kind of, they're just not really the same. Um, and I feel like a part of that is just, it's for different reasons, but I mean, I think one of the biggest ones for me was probably losing my grandma. Um, and just watching the older people in my family kind of deteriorate. Um, because I think a lot of what the holidays signified, to them was family. And I feel like, people that are in their, I don't know, like 50s and 40s, I don't feel like they really care as much. And not to say care as much, but like, I don't know. I feel like as a person that's a part of Gen Z, I feel like my grandparents, or at least my grandma, was super big on like holidays and like getting together and getting the family together and just hanging out and spending time together. And I look back on those times, and I'm not gonna say I regret um anything, but I'm gonna say I do miss being at my grandmother's house and just like being able to appreciate, the Christmas tree, the plethora of presents, just the atmosphere that my grandparents would set, for the holidays, was so big. And I think now, I feel the analogy I want to give for the people that play basketball, I feel like it's kind of like Derrick Rose's career, in a sense of, when like the first few Christmases, like holidays in my early years, it was amazing. I loved it. I appreciated it so much. Um, and it's something I'm thankful for, because I feel like some kids don't even like get that. I have gratitude, but at the same time, it's like when you have set kind of like a standard, early on, and then you kind of don't meet that expectation later on. Not to say that there's expectations on the holidays, but you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of just like it being so good as a child, and then growing up and it just like not even being even close to what it was in the past. It is kind of depressing. And like I said, I have gratitude for what I have now. I mean, obviously, like I have my family. I have a bunch of friends, and I'm so, so thankful for that because I think that's something that I kind of lacked in the past was friends. But even then, it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the holidays can feel a bit just like lonely and kind of like a shell of itself. And like I said, with the D Rose analogy, if you don't play basketball, Derrick Rose was a really good player when he first came into the league, and he was really good. He was actually so good that his rookie year he won MVP. Um, but even afterwards, though, after a few years of being in the league, he would end up getting injured and get injured repeatedly. And once he was able to kind of have like a stretch of uh, games where he could actually play after being injured, he was a shell of himself, and he just wasn't the same. And that's what it kind of gives for me is how the holidays are. Is I feel like the holidays are kind of like a shell of itself. It doesn't really feel the same. It doesn't. It doesn't have the same joy that it used to have back in the day. And I don't know. It's just kind of disappointing, you know. And I don't know. I think my viewpoint now kind of goes to the hope that I have for the future in terms of just being able to kind of reenact what my grandparents did for me, for my family and my future grandchildren, you know? Is that I can bring that joy back into holidays. Um, Not just because it's a holiday, but because it's a time of just being able to be together. Especially for Christmas, I feel like for Christmas, a lot. Halloween is kind of whatever. I mean, Halloween's whatever, and then um, Thanksgiving as well. Thanksgiving and Christmas specifically, I feel like are just so important because, like I said, like family is a very big thing, and when we think about like the Bible, like our family is like the first ministry, so that kind of tells you how important your family is. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's difficult. It's difficult to um, go through the holidays and you just the family that you used to have isn't there. But also the feeling of the holiday isn't there anymore either. So it's just tough. But I really just wanted to hop on here to just kind of talk about that. That if you're feeling alone during the holidays, you're not alone. I think a lot of people do feel that, and it sucks. It sucks, and it's a little depressing, But I think the biggest thing that I can hold on to is God comes through, and He has always come through, and that I can have hope for the future. That not only me but like future family will be able to just reinstill the joy of the holidays back into it. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It was something that I was feeling at the time. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because, like I said, maybe you guys relate, maybe you guys don't relate. If you guys don't relate, I'm so happy for you because that is such a gift and it's such a great thing to be able to be around family and just be able to just spend time and like really love on each other and just care for each other. And yeah, I mean, yeah. So um it yeah, I don't know. I think it just over the years it's looked and felt different. And I don't even think it's necessarily only for holidays. I feel like it's for a lot of things, honestly, to be honest. Honestly, to be honest. Nice. I might have to cut that out. I'm probably just gonna leave it in, honestly, just so then I could look crazy. But yeah, to be so real, like I think it's a lot of things. I think it's holidays, maybe birthdays, um, you know, even just like day to day. Like I think, when I was a child, obviously, I think a big thing was like being a child, like you did not have to care about anything. And when I mean anything, like for the people that actually had a childhood, for the people that didn't, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry. As it's an awful thing. But for the people that actually did have a childhood, um it I don't know. It just it if when you grow up because you don't have the responsibilities, right? Like I think that sometimes like when you grow up, life just gets harder and harder and harder. And I think that's like the main thing that I'm just trying to like wrap my head around is like when you grow up, your life just continuously gets harder. It doesn't get easier from then on. So when you're a child, like I think that's the thing a lot of people don't understand is like to enjoy it, to like truly enjoy it because um it it just like it is not the same when you grow up. When you start to gain wisdom and knowledge, when you start to see things in a different light, and actually seeing things for what it really is. I think, actually, this is a good saying. I think Holy Spirit just gave me this. Uh, when people say that ignorance is bliss, like that's a real thing. Because I was thinking about that and I was like, I felt like my life didn't start feeling like, not to say like dull, but like in a sense, like the light was kind of sucked out of the world when I started like actually seeing things for what it was. Because then I saw like how awful the world is. And it, mm, yeah, it hits different, going from like totally not knowing what was going on in the world, just like kind of doing my thing, playing with freaking Legos and blocks and just chilling with my presents at my grandma's house. I'm chilling on the carpet playing with whatever it was that I got for my presents, like when I could just focus on that one thing instead of like, oh, I have to worry about finances. I have to worry about my health. I have to worry about my car. I have to worry about my house. I have to worry about my relationships. It's like, bro, I have to worry about so many things, right? And now, of course, being somebody that's in his walk with God, like we can do all things through Christ who empowers us, right? But it's tough. It's not easy, you know? And I feel like that's why a lot of people turn to drugs, sex, whatever it is to kind of block out that pain because it's difficult living in the real world. It really is. Like, it would be so easy to just go smoke a blunt right now and just be like, not even in this reality for real, because that's what it is, that you're taking yourself out of that reality and numbing yourself to the things that are truly going on around you. And that's the easier way. I used to do that back in the day, in my BC days. I used to do that, but it was just because I didn't want to face the responsibilities of today. And it yeah, it hits very different when you grow up and you're like, you have people that aren't there anymore that used to make the holidays the holidays. And I truly think the people make the holidays, honestly, because I feel like they're the ones that are bringing everybody together. They're the ones that are instilling the light and the joy into the holidays. And when you don't have that, it's like the holidays are depressing, you know? Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It sucks. But like I said, I still have gratitude for my family, for the people that I have, for everything that God has taken me through. And also for my childhood as well. My childhood wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad either. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot better, you know? And so I'm just grateful for my journey as a whole. But I think when I look at holidays, it's just kind of like it's not the same. And that was just kind of the point of this video, was to just kind of talk about that. So, and I don't know, y'all might relate, y'all might not relate, you know, but I'm just kind of making this video more or less for me, just because this is something that's been, I don't know, it's hit me today, honestly. It really has hit me today. And I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, but you know, I know there's going to be future years where, you know, the holidays are going to feel a lot more like the holidays, because me or my family or whatever it is, will be able to make the holidays feel like the holidays again. So, yeah, and for anyone that's, you know, dealing with that as well right now, I'll definitely keep you in prayer. I'm going to be praying for you guys. For anyone that sees this. And I think this is just an opportunity to even just seek the Lord even more in this, to just try and lean on him in this moment of this loneliness, or this just kind of disappointing season for the people that it is disappointing for. And just being able to process, you know, everything that you've gone through, or just why the holidays look the way that they do, you know. But yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to rant. I just wanted to hop on here and just talk a little bit. But yeah, anyone that watches this video, I appreciate you. I love you. If y'all feel the same, or if y'all have any comments, throw them down below. And for the people that, you know, like I said, like, this doesn't at all, you know, kind of relate to you, enjoy what you have now. Enjoy what you have now, because it might not be there next year, or the year after that, or even tomorrow. You know, enjoy the people that you have around you, because like I said, tomorrow is just not really promised, and every day is a new day. Every day is a new opportunity to better ourselves. And yeah, so food for thought. I'll catch y'all later.